In this video, we'll discuss about what is SEO, how search engines work, what are the different types of search queries that people use to find out their products or services in Google. So SEO is the short form of search engine optimization. It is the process of getting traffic from the free, organic or natural search results on search engines. It helps you to increase the visitors to your website by obtaining high ranking in the search engine results pages. And there are around 6 billion searches happening around the world on a single day. So SEO means search engine optimization, optimizing your website to get good quality traffic through organic or free ways from search engines. As we all know, there are two types of results that you can see when you're searching in a particular search engine like Google or Bing. The first one is organic search, the second one is paid search, right? Now, here when I'm searching in Google for digital marketing services in Bangalore, you can see there are ads appearing on top. As we have seen in Google AdWords, these ads are created with the help of Google Ads. So these are called paid search. And when you scroll down, you can see organic results appearing, right? These results are appearing there with the help of SEO. Okay, these websites have optimized their website with all the different parameters that Google is considering, and they are able to appear on top of the search results, right? So paid search and organic search is available. So basically the process of getting free traffic or organic traffic from search engines are called SEO. Okay. The problem with ads is that when you stop paying for it, it will stop running, right? When you stop paying for a Google ad, it will stop running. But SEO, this is a completely free process, and once you are there on top pages of Google, and if you are able to maintain that quality on your website, definitely you will be able to stay there for some time, for a very long time, and get good quality traffic from the search engines. That is the advantage of SEO. It helps you to increase the visitors to your website by obtaining high ranking in the search results page. But the main problem with SEO is that it is a time consuming process. You cannot get onto the first page of Google in a day or two. It will not even happen in 3 months or 6 months. Sometimes it might take more than that, right? So getting onto the first page or second page or third page of Google is a time consuming process. That is the reason why we have to use ads to generate immediate traffic to our website. But the traffic which you are getting from SEO is good quality traffic and long lasting traffic, right? So here in this screenshot, you can see how paid search, PPC ads and SEO results are appearing in the search results. So paid search, paid ads displayed on the search results from Google AdWords, and natural search or organic search, these results are appearing for free in search engines. Now let's see how search engines work. So basically the working of search engines can be classified into 3 different steps. The first step is crawling, second one is indexing, and the third one is retrieval. So the working of search engine starts with a process called crawling. A search engine bot will come and crawl your website, and it will identify, it will make a list of all the important content on your website. It can be images, it can be some links to other pages or other websites, it can be the videos that you have uploaded or the content that is available on your website, right? So it will make a list of all the data available on your website. So it will, a search engine bot called Spider, for Google it's called Spider, and the Spider will come and crawl your entire website, will come and scan your entire website, and will make a list of important content available on your website. So the next step is indexing. Indexing, where it is analyzed and stored in huge databases. Now in the second process, indexing process, what happens is all the data that's collected in the crawling stage will be stored in a huge database. Okay, all the data that's collected in the indexing stage, that will be stored in a huge database. In the crawling stage will be stored in a huge database. Indexing, it is the process of taking all the data and placing it in a big database. Now for example, if you're trying to make a list of all the books you have, you will, when you want to make a list, you might write down the author name and the title of the book, etc., right? And the number of pages, etc., right? Going through each book is the crawling process, and writing the list is the indexing process, right? So first, if you want to make a list of all the books that you own, first you need to scan through all the books that you have, right? First you need to go through all the books that you have, right? That's called crawling process. And when you're making a list of all the books that you're having, that's called indexing process. Okay, so something similar to this is what Google does. Okay, so it scans all the websites across the internet, and then it will try to make a list of all the important content on all these websites, and it will store that data on databases. Okay, now as per this diagram, you can see that web crawler. So for Google, this crawler is called as a spider. Okay, that's the name for Google bot. So this spider will come and scan your websites, right? It will crawl the website, and then it will collect all the information about your website, right? It will make a list of all the information about your website, and it will store that information in a database. It will store that information in a database, and that's called indexing process. The crawling process, indexing process. And then the third stage is the retrieval process. Retrieval means when a user query fetches a list of relevant pages. Now in the third stage, when a user searches in Google for a particular search query, it will fetch the data relevant to that particular search query from the database, and it will be displayed to the user. So when you type in a search query, the search engine attempts to display the most relevant content that matches your search query. This is actually the most complicated step, but also the most relevant step for users. So when you are searching in Google, as we all know, we are getting good quality results from Google, right? The kind of search results that we get from Google is very good quality, is highly relevant, right? So when you are searching in Google with a particular search query, it will fetch the data which is highly relevant to your search query, and it will display that result to the user, right? So when a user performs an online search, there are two things that happens. First, it will return the results to the user, and second thing, it ranks those results according to the popularity of the websites, right? So there are two things happening when you perform a search in Google. The first activity is to display relevant results to you based on the search query. The second activity is to rank those results based on the popularity of the websites that's providing the information, right? So both relevancy and popularity is important in SEO. when a user performs a search query, the relevant results needs to be provided. At the same time, websites has to be ranked based on the popularity, right? So these are the three different processes of search engine: crawling, indexing, and retrieval. So when you perform a search query, first it will fetch the data, then it will display the data based on the popularity and based on the relevancy. These are the two parameters that you need to keep in mind going forward when we learn more about SEO. The other processes are not much important, how the backend works, but relevancy and popularity. These are the two important things that you need to keep in mind throughout this module. Now let's see what are the different types of search results that you can see in Google. Let's see how the search results can vary based on different parameters. So the search results can vary based on the search query, right? So let's take an example. Now I'm searching in Google, say for buy shoes online, right? I'm getting these websites. Mahindra is appearing on the first position. Liberty Shoes is appearing on the second position. Amazon is appearing on the third position. Now, if I'm searching in Google for buy online shoes, right? Let's see what happens. Mahindra is appearing on the first position, Amazon is appearing on the second position, Liberty Shoes is appearing on the third position. There is a ranking change, right? So Mahindra is appearing for both the search queries. Mahindra is appearing on the first position, but there is a difference in the search query for second and third position, right? You can see Amazon, in this case Amazon is appearing on the second position and third place for Liberty Shoes, but here second position is for Liberty Shoes, third position is for Amazon, fourth position is for Shop Clothes, here fourth position goes for Flipkart. So based on the search query, if you look at these search queries, the meaning is almost the same, right? Buy online shoes or buy shoes online. The user intention is pretty clear, but just when there is a change in words, the results are changing. So sometimes it might change even for a single letter. Let's see if I search in Google for buy shoe online, right? Yeah, it doesn't change much, right? So sometimes it will change the results for a single character or a single word, right? So the search results can vary based on the search query, and then based on the location, search results can vary. So when you're searching from a particular location, say when you're searching from Bangalore, sometimes you will get a different results, and when you're searching in from say Delhi, you might get different results. But based on the location, we cannot see a huge change in the search results, but here and there some small changes, minor ranking differences can be seen based on the location, and based on the devices as well, the search results can change. When you are searching from mobile devices, you might get different results. When you are searching from your laptop or desktop, you might get different results. And based on your previous search history, also the results can vary. So earlier, if you have clicked on a particular search results, if you have shown interest in a particular website, sometimes there are high chances that that website might be appearing on top of the search results next time when you are performing the same search query, right? So based on your search history, the results can vary, and based on the reviews from other users and yourself, the results can vary. So based on these parameters, the search results that you are seeing in Google can vary. Now let's see what are the different types of search results that you can see in Google. Now the normal search results that we see on Google is list, right? So when I'm searching in Google, I can see a list of all the websites that's appearing for this particular keyword or search query, right? That's called list. And then location. Now say I'm searching say restaurants in Bangalore. If I'm searching, I can see maps, right? The location of various restaurants being displayed to me. So that can also be displayed. The locations and the business address can also be displayed. Location and business contact details can also be displayed in the search results. So business contact details, locations, social media post. Sometimes you can see social media post from company pages getting listed on the search results. Then jobs. When you're searching in Google, say for job position, right? You can see jobs appearing, right? You can see jobs appearing in the search results directly from different job portals. It is fetching the data and it is displaying that in Google, right? So you can see jobs in the search results. And then answers. So if you're asking a question, say if I'm asking what's SEO, you can see the answers, right? Here on the right hand side, we can see the results from Wikipedia is being displayed. SEO is the process of improving the quality and quantity of website traffic. And then what is SEO strategy? What is SEO ranking? And then SEO tips, contents, right? So you can see answers from Google. And events. So if you want to know information about a particular event, you can search with the event name, right? So now when I'm searching in Google, say for 2020 World Cup 2021, I can see the details, right, of that particular event. So events can be displayed in the search results. Then images, as we all know, you can search for images. You can see images in the search results, right? So here you can see images, right? You can see images also in the search results. And then news. So in the search results, you can see news. So say if I'm searching in Google for India news, I can see the news from I can see the top stories from various websites appearing, right? So like this, you can see different types of search results in Google, and it varies based on the type of search query that you are performing.